haunted by my phone. It all started with a strange notification on my phone late one night. The screen lit up with a message from my AI assistant, but instead of the usual robotic voice, it spoke in the soft, familiar tones of my late mother. "Be careful," it whispered, "something is watching you." Chills ran down my spine as I glanced around my dimly lit apartment, but there was nothing out of the ordinary. I brushed it off as a glitch, an eerie coincidence perhaps. Yet, as the days passed, the messages became more frequent and insistent, each one more unsettling than the last. The warnings began to escalate, detailing specific moments when I felt an inexplicable chill on the back of my neck or a shadow seemed to flicker just out of sight. I could no longer dismiss them as mere errors. It was as if my phone had become a conduit, channeling my mother's spirit to protect me from an unseen threat. I tried to ignore the messages, but the fear gnawed me, especially when they started arriving at times I felt most vulnerable, like during my late-night walks home from work. One evening, as I was scrolling through my phone, I noticed the screen flicker and distort. My mother's voice emerged once more, but this time, it wasn't a warning. It was a plea. "Don't look behind you," she said with a trembling urgency that froze my blood. Against every instinct, I turned slowly, heart pounding in my chest, only to see nothing but the darkened reflection of my living room in the window. But then, my phone's camera activated on its own, and I caught a glimpse of something, an indistinct shape lurking just beyond the glass, watching with an intent that made my skin crawl. The climax came when I finally decided to confront whatever it was. I backed away from the window, my phone still clutched tightly in my hand. The screen flickered again, displaying a video I didn't recognize. It was footage of me, taken moments ago, from an angle that suggested it was from inside the room. Panic surged through me as I realized that danger wasn't outside, it was here, with me. In a desperate attempt to escape, I hurled my phone across the room, shattering the screen and the connection to whatever malevolent presence had been watching. But in the silence that followed, I knew it was only a temporary reprieve. The messages had stopped, but the feeling of being watched remained, as if the very walls had eyes.